What we doing here? Subscribe? You're not subscribing. What are you really doing here? Huh? What we doing here? Amazing. Now look, it's common sense that opinions are free, but they're not facts. Do you get what I'm saying? And we all do it. I'm guilty of it, like opinions, all sorts of things. But I feel like what I don't do, if I don't know you, I don't like to talk down on your name or accuse you of things that I don't know to be factual. Me personally. I'm not talking about when I was a rapper, because that's different. It's a sport, it's competition, get at your opponent. Simple. But in this content space and in real life, I don't find myself trying to talk down on others. Do you know what I'm saying? We all have conversations with our peers and all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? People will say things they've heard, this person, that person. And, you can have the conversation on, okay, is that what's going on? But at the same time, when you leave that conversation, you leave it knowing, boy, unless we've seen factual evidence of it, we just keep forwarding with our day in it. We don't, do you know what I'm saying? But what I see when I look online regarding myself, I can't believe the disrespect that I see, man. It's crazy. All sorts of disrespect. And I sit there and I think, ever since Bouncer allowed this video to go out there on the socials, Lord, these people taking me for some idiot. It's sad. My reality though, I know, I was there. I have to deal with it. Again, alluding to opinions. You can all have your opinions on me, bro, in that situation. It's cool. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But the facts of the matter is, I'm seeing a lot of you feel like you can just freely talk and it's cool. And you know what? I'm not pressed on it. I'm understanding the content space. I'm new to it. You have to be accessible for disrespect. Maybe disrespect I draw the line at. But accessible to your name being spoken of in a way you may not like. Shade being thrown on your name being dragged through the mud, all the above. All sorts of disrespect for all sorts of quids. It's content. I get it. Disrespect, I draw the line though. What do I find disrespectful? Bro, I'm seeing people create content, yeah? And man are talking like they know me and that. What are we doing here? Where do you know me from, bad man? Huh? Last time I looked around, brother, it was just my friends and my family around me. And I'm a closed book. You know what I'm saying? I'm very conscious of who I let in. I was going to say it, but we're grown. So when I see other people that I don't even know, and they're telling me what I do for work, where I live, what I drive, who my gal is, I'm sitting there saying, what are we doing here? So again, I state it. Opinions are free, but they're not facts, bro. We need to start fact checking. See, I don't aspire to be a journalist. This is just me. This is who I am. But if you lot are trying to be journalists, you need to fact check. Serious. Yeah? Because you're stepping across that line of, it's borderline on disrespect. I see a man say to me, and he said it with chest. Should I say about me? Yeah, I know what my man does for work. He works on the trains and that. I can't believe what's going on in the world today, you know. Bad man. You saw me working on the train. It's over, buddy. Where did you get that from? What did you even say to the person that gave you that information, bad man? Like, did you ask him like the obvious, like, what, you seen him there? Yeah? What, you seen him there, for real? Okay. Then there's facts, innit? But you can't be telling your audience that. I know what my man does for work. He works on the trains. What we doing here? And these are the things that I find distasteful, disrespectful, all sorts of D's that I don't like. You know what I mean? Because to me, what you trying to do? Paint a narrative that what? Because shout out to my brothers that work on the train tracks or whatever it is, bro. Shout out anybody in employment, bro. Salute. But is it that you're trying to make out you know me? Are you trying to throw shade on my name? I'm confused. And that's why the title is what it is. Opinions are free, but they're not facts. Too much cap in your lot's conversations. Don't have the conversation if you don't have the details. That's what I say. Man said, yeah, he works. I couldn't believe I had to reload it like 5 times and say, did he really say that? I see people like, yeah, he lives in this area. Where did you get that from? So I'm just saying, we need to start bringing in factual information to our segments if we're going to speak on others. Hence why when I speak on others, I try and have as much research or knowledge of the person as I can have. I don't like trying to pop people down, you know, act like I'm above people, because that's not the case. But if I've got the facts on you, then I'll speak on them. Because the truth is, bro, not many people know me like that, bro. And that's how I've always guarded myself, bro. You guard your reputation with your life. So when I hear all these stories and people openly on their platforms talking about me and this and that, I'm just like, you know, it's like you see a man say, he got punched up. I hear it. I hear it still. Your opinion, you're entitled. Yeah, man, them man is kitchen basic. I hear it. Your opinion. But you see what the difference is? I show you what I want you to see, which means I don't have a problem with what you see. Do you get it? What we need to start doing, and this is for all you content creators, yeah? Let me see your lot's kitchen. What's the problem? All sorts of talk you lot want to do. All sorts of disrespect you lot want to do. All sorts of cars you lot own. We never see your kitchen though. Kitchen. Something so simple. You see the story behind the kitchen? Bro, if you was a hustler, like I was a hustler in my day, where was you always, bro? In the kitchen. Where was you bagging and tagging, bro? In the kitchen. Where was man thinking of man's raps? See the punchline there? I know I still got it. In the kitchen, bro. So where am I going to do my content? In the... All right, you're with me. Go and subscribe now, innit? You know what I mean? But look, is what it is. It's content, man. But let's separate opinions and facts. So when you're saying something on my name, I'd rather you to say my opinion. Thank you. Shout out the boys down at No Behaviour. I forwarded there yesterday because I felt like I had to. I felt like there was some kind of weird energy going on online and transpiring onto phone calls into the streets. And I'm saying that's the bros. Only way to show is the unity that we have by forwarding to the platform. because I think they're doing great things over there. They've got an amazing platform over there, so shout them out. And again, we can't control what the internet think is going on, but we know what's going on. And I don't say that to say that anything is rehearsed, because it's not. I literally see loons doing things I didn't like, so I did what I do best. You know what I mean? You know how it gets. But that's where you get to realize, like, unless you really know someone's characteristics, you are jumping to assumptions, you're jumping to conclusions that may not be factual. So it's always good to have a conversation with somebody, whether it's on the phone, face to face, because then 9 times out of 10, you find out, person's cool, man. So I forwarded there yesterday. You know, they was just trying to make me look strange about my morals and my principles when it comes to talking to the police, because that's what it was really about. They felt like they had something on me, yeah, and they didn't, but they tried the thing. You're gonna see it when it forwards out. But my whole thing was, and I'm saying it to my audience, so my audience understand it, like, bro, if you talk to the police, that's on you. You live with that. That doesn't mean that me and you can't have a conversation. It doesn't mean that me and you can't talk. It just means that I don't agree with that move you did. And I'm talking specifically to anybody that grew up on the street, bro. If you grew up as a street child, yeah, bagging and tagging, out there doing certain things, spinning blocks, and you're from the streets, you can't do that. My opinion. If you grew up and you're a civilian and you go on to tell them, that's you doing all sorts of things for all sorts of madness. It's not even revolving all sorts of quids. Revolving around. It depends on the case, but you get the point. So yeah, I just want to say and make it clear, like, bro, that's on you. If you do that, that's on you, bro. It doesn't mean that if you sit down opposite me or something that, yo, I'm going to get up and leave, and that's just a stain on your jacket, bro. So that's what yesterday was about, I feel like. Also to show clarity that we're cool, because how could we not be? Do you get what I'm saying? Good conversation, man. I look forward to it forwarding out, you know what I'm saying? No Loons is a character already. He's going to stand on what he's going to stand on. I had to ask him as well. Like, I see him forward out with some kind of, look, this rapper texts me about my man talking about me. So you know me. Who was the person, bro? What's wrong? Say his name. Why are you not going to say his name? He didn't want to tell me the name, though. Cool. His privacy, you know. But then he wants to show our WhatsApp chats on his story. What we doing here? But yeah, man. Forwarded there yesterday, so that will forward out when they forward it out. All's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing some crazy things at this moment in time, though. I'm seeing bouncers step on people's necks. And that's the problem. When you step into this space, because I wasn't knowing of the seriousness to this internet thing like that. Man are trying to hang out your dirty laundry. Man are trying to see what skeletons are in your closet. But just be knowledgeable of that, innit? It's the internet, man. But it's the landing, man. Reeps' mixtape is out now. Make sure you download it. Check out, bro. Coldest out there. Him and Little Torment just dropped a visual as well. Salute to the bros. Crazy works. There's a lot of good music forwarding out now, man. I would never say the industry's dead. I don't believe that. I just think the industry needs to be more impartial. That's how we see the best of our culture. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make it a sides thing. It shouldn't be that. Let's involve everybody, because everybody likes to make music. It's the landing, man.
Call me Saint Nick. Caesar with me too. Going ape shit. Gorillas in the zoo. We had to break shit.